Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the 50s Chicks podcast. I am Anna Lee,
I am Patricia.
and today we're going to talk about flags.
Flags, 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 flying
Flags.
high, flying high. And before we get to that, we're gonna
Mhm.
make sure that everybody's taking care of themselves.
I'm
Self-care
doing the.
first. I see the prayer hand.
Yep,
Care first.
yep,
Because we don't want to leave any woman behind. Everybody, do your self-care. Take care of
yes.
yourself, your mind, body, and soul, so that you can keep on this journey with less frustrations and emotional upheaval.
Yep,
And having said that, I guess we will
yep,
get to the topic for today. We are going to talk about flags, just like Annalise said. We know about the red flags.
yep,
We have heard about green flags.
yep. They're
Apparently,
they're out there sometimes.
the green ones, they're
Mm-hmm.
elusive. Those
Yep.
are the elusive flags.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But apparently there's a new flag that has hit the scene, and it was, I guess, trending on TikTok. And I guess it was created by Caitlin MacPhail. She coined the term,
Mm-hmm.
saying that most profiles have beige flags.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna assume just from the reading in the article that beige flags aren't necessarily good flags.
But also not necessarily bad.
No, they're not deal breakers. They're not like,
Mhm.
but they're like,
There's a lot of dating app red flags doing the rounds again at the moment, but I wanted to address something that I think is a little bit more prevalent that I have coined beige flags. Signs you're probably very boring. First up is having an opinion on coriander, whether pineapple belongs on pizza, or sauce or chocolate belongs in the fridge or cupboard. It's not important. No.
the way I take it is like they're just a lot of mess, like in the way, like they're nuisance flags. Um, it says here, what is a beige flag? Beige flags are signs on a dating app that someone hasn't put much effort into their dating profile.
Yes. Well, and
Um,
also that they're putting in things that are very standard, right? Like
yes, like
things that
mundane.
everybody
Yeah,
likes,
like
right?
it doesn't
That kind of.
add anything to it. It doesn't.
Yeah, it would be like
Other.
if I said I like to go to the movies. Okay. Mm, okay.
It doesn't, from what I get, they don't really give anyone any more information about you. It's just like filler
Yeah.
stuff, like
Yeah.
useless.
Yeah.
Um, Caitlin explains it typically means that the conversation and the potential date that might follow could also be dull and unsuccessful.
The next one is using puppies to hide your lack of personality. It's rude. And look, I only want the dog. I don't even want you in that case. So just jog on. Mentioning Excel or spreadsheets. If you say that you're a freak in the sheets, I'm going to assume that's Excel exclusive and does not translate anywhere else. I'm sorry. And finally, if you're looking for someone who can handle your banter, men aren't funny. You're not funny. I'm probably funnier than you. And you're not quick enough. I'm sorry, babes. Like, it's uncomfortable for us all. You're definitely boring. And that's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
If someone has a lot of beige flags on their profile, you'll probably get to the end of it without having really learned anything about them. The person, like you just got a whole lot of fluff
Hmm.
and you don't know anything about the person after you read it. And
Have
some
you
examples. Oh,
had
go ahead.
any have you had any beige flags in your profile?
I
Do you think?
probably, because I just go straight. If it's beige, it's just because I'm dull. Because
Hmm.
I'm using my, just my authentic self. So,
Well, that's the thing though. So we're talking about because we don't want to be beige flags all over the place, but we also don't want to be the excruciatingly exciting person that's not real.
well, see, I don't take beige flags to mean it's not I don't get that it's exciting or not. I get that beige is when you're using the same things. Like to me, if you're using the same things everybody else, the mundane, then it's not you.
Hmm.
It's not authentic to you. I mean, there could be like people like when you said the example, I like going to the movies. Okay, who most people do like going to the movies. So
Everybody
right.
likes that pretty
So that
much.
could be that wouldn't you wouldn't stand out with that. So you can be authentic. You might like going to the movies, but is that gonna you're gonna stand out with saying you like going to the
Yeah,
movies?
it's like if I put I like to sleep. It's
Yes,
like okay.
exactly. That is a good example. That is a good
I
example.
like to eat sometimes.
Yes.
Okay.
That is she gave some examples. She says yeah, like some people might say they probably love the dog more than you. Um and even um she even added that the pictures, the photos were beige flags as well. So you can have beige flag photos. Like she gave examples, pictures, the gym selfies. Now I do have a picture of myself at the gym, but it's not a selfie.
To me,
Um,
I would disagree with that one.
yeah, because I mean the gym, yeah, yeah.
To
But she
me,
gave
that actually does show that that might be part of your lifestyle,
right, right,
and it also shows the guy your body type, which they want to know.
right.
So,
So yeah, maybe that was kind of
mhm.
stretching it. Um, what else did she add? Like when you quote TV shows in your profile, she gave example The Office, which everybody I think is probably the most quoted TV show. Um, and she said as far as pictures, she gave the example including a picture with your friends. I don't I don't know about
That
she
we
said
should include it.
no, that's beige. She said that's a beige flag when people include pictures with their friends. I mean, I don't particularly like those pictures because I'm like, who's trying to sift out who the person is?
Well, and sometimes with guys, if they have attractive girls in the picture, you're like, so who is that? Like, is that an ex? Is that
Right. But a girlfriend, like, why would a guy?
your
I've seen
is
that.
that
They
your
girl,
daughter? Who knows? Like,
yeah, you have women in bikinis, and that's just
mm,
trying to flex. Like, see, this
hmm,
is the kind of girl that I deal,
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of. And
yeah,
it's which is silly because you're trying to attract women, and you that's silly. They don't even get that that's silly. It's
yeah.
as if you're trying to attract men,
Hmm. Yes.
but they don't understand that that's not a flex for women. And
Mm-mm.
um, yeah, they said she included photos of you and your friends is and it making it difficult to identify exactly who you're talking to, and that's my thing. Mm.
I think one of the ones I read was somebody just writing like being on Hinge is like being in hell. Like,
Yeah,
being on the dating
right.
site is the
Oh,
worst thing in the world, but you're there, though.
right. So yeah,
And
that's
that's,
kind of yeah, that
mm,
speaks to something
I
that's
feel
going
like I
on.
did see those kind of things a lot. Of course, we're all feeling that, yes,
Yeah,
because
but you
dating
don't. Yeah,
sites are pretty awful. However,
but you don't put that on there.
no, no.
Okay, and she also says beige flags not only make everyone's experience of being on dating apps less enjoyable, but having
Mm,
such mainstream interest on your profile is probably going to make it more difficult to find someone you genuinely have things in common with. And that's kind of what
yeah.
we were saying, if you're saying everything everyone else does, it's like, okay, it's generic. It's very generic. And you
Mm-hmm.
don't stand out.
Yeah.
And she said it makes people want to play it safe because of all the competition. But how I think about that is, and I guess maybe because I've been in the game so long, like I don't want the mess. I don't have time
Mm-hmm.
to deal with mess I just don't want to do that. So I want to stick to what the things that I want people, I want the person that is attracted to those things, not
Mm-hmm.
about the specific things about me instead of the fluff, because
Yeah.
that person then might not want to be dealing with the real me, the real me.
Yes. Yeah.
So, but the beige flags, and she makes a good point though, because those things are, and we never really said what those were. We never even categorized them. I don't know that we needed to, but I guess maybe if you put it in a category, then people can consciously try to divert from using those things. Maybe if they know it is a thing, then now you can watch out for it and try to, I don't know, be more authentic instead of mundane and generic.
But at the same time, because we also talked at the same time about to be authentic, and sometimes that can be boring.
And that's okay. And that's okay. If that is true to who I say, if that's true to who you are, then yeah,
Mm-hmm.
then you put it.
Mm.
You put
And
it.
I guess that then some of those things are gonna be beige
Because
flags.
I'm sure I probably have some beige stuff in there. But if it is,
But to me, beige flags also included the ones that went too far with the skydiving and, the more, trying to
outrageous.
be,
I
and you're like, yeah, right, that's not, but I guess, would that be more like a red flag than
would
to
say,
see?
well, skydiving wouldn't be a red flag because I mean you can,
No, because
but it
it's a
would be a
good
beige.
thing.
Right. But it would be a beige because you're doing what everyone else is doing. So I would say, yeah, that
Mm,
could be beige flag. But
yep.
yeah, that's another thing to think about. And if you're doing this with intention, you're gonna be gathering all this information and
Mm-hmm.
trying to, do the best, do your profile the best that you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yourself and your authenticity as a priority.
Yep. Yep.
And I think that's just, beige flag, whatever. Just be authentic to who you
Mm-hmm.
are on the profile and get your
And
best.
feel free to, you don't have to include all the things that everybody says, things
Right,
that that, yes,
right.
everybody likes that. So,
Yes.
maybe shave that off a little bit and put in the stuff that's more, more just about you, more
Authentic. Yeah.
specific to you.
Yeah, because I don't think I can think of any profile that was just something that a normal, regular, everyday person would do. For the men,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, are women putting that they like to knit? That would be something. If I did that on a regular basis, I would put that. I would put that as an interest.
I sure didn't. I crochet and I didn't put I crochet because,
Back then,
yeah.
you were you?
Mhm.
Oh,
But I didn't, I mean, not as much as I do now, but
huh.
but even if I did, I don't think I would have put that on there.
Because you
I
would have thought
think
that was
I think
boring.
men look at that and go, "Oh, that's a little old lady."
But it wouldn't, no, because they would see your picture. So they know that that's
Yeah.
who that is. But yeah, see, little things
Hmm.
like that to me would it paints a picture of a real person.
Hmm.
Like I don't think I've seen a man that put something on his profile that I was like, hey, that's different. That's like a real person. It's always that outlandish stuff, like
And
like
you
motorcycles
know
and
what else never put on mine is that I like to do puzzles. And
yeah,
as you know, I'm the
that you
puzzle
do.
queen.
You like to do puzzles.
I
See, and
never
that would
put
be
that.
that extra, I would see that as that extra touch of showing who you are
Hmm.
in real
Hmm.
life, you
Yep.
know.
Yeah.
Because
Hmm.
I know there are things that men do and they don't put it on,
Hmm. Hmm.
they don't put it in profile. Like I haven't seen one thing on the profile about gaming. Did you put gaming on yours?
Hmm.
Okay. I've
Yes.
not
Yes.
seen one man do that. And you know
Mm-mm.
that they do
Well, but
that.
I ended up with someone I like gaming, and I ironically ended up with someone who don't like gaming. So,
Well, see, I would think that is like oh wow, to me, that's that little extra that gives you your identity, like it's authentic to you. But I've not
mhm.
seen a profile where a man put that on their profile when there are some men
Oh yeah,
that are gaming and that
yeah,
no one puts it on there because they think that it's a negative stigma,
yes,
like we're gonna think they're gonna be all day, or they
yeah,
think they're too old to be playing
mm-hmm.
computer games or whatever.
Yep,
I would look at it as like, whoa, okay, that's his authentic, that's real, that's his
mm-hmm.
real himself.
Yep,
But
yep.
but yeah, so I guess we gotta think about those beige flags. Well, my mindset is just to be authentic.
A beige flag man is kind of like a worn in sweatshirt. He's the type of guy who you're just comfortable to be around all the time. He's real, he's reliable, he's steady. He may even seem slightly boring, but guess what? This is the exact type of man that you want to be in a long-term relationship with. And guess what? He might not be that type of guy who's going to show up romantically all the time, giving you flowers and gifts. But he is the type of guy who's going to be there for you when you come home. And when you're upset, he's going to really care. Remember, ladies, life isn't always black or white, red or green. Sometimes it just happens to be beautifully beige.
Well, I think that kind of sums it up.
Yes, it is.
So, we are a podcast on Spotify, and if you're watching on Spotify, and know you are because there's people all over the world now watching, but you have to subscribe so you can get all the episodes. And we are on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I think I got them all.
Yeah, you did. And make sure that you give us a thumbs up and subscribe on
Yep.
Spotify and YouTube.
And comment.
Yes.
Give us
And
your
follow
thoughts
us.
about these beige flags.
Yes.
And give us examples if you have any. Do you
Or
have
do
any
you,
beige flags, and what are
and
they?
right, and do you think it's just another thing, or do you think it's useful to know also?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just
Yep.
something else?
Yep. Yep. Another catchphrase because we don't
Yes,
have enough of those in
right.
online dating yet. Yep.
Yeah.
All
So
right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. And until next time, don't forget to live
laugh.
and connect. You're
And
not
I'm not
even gonna.
sure why I'm doing it.
Why are you doing it? Put it to the side. Put it to the white background.
See, I was thinking maybe that's what it was.
Like I can't stop doing it.
I don't know, whatever.
I know that's crazy. But when you're here, it's worked when we do it.
And we do it together.
Yep.
I don't know.
So
Whatever.
all right. Well, bye everyone.
Bye.